Hey, Tad!
Yeah, Joey?
Let me tell you about Chris Chan.
Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I ain't ever wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend and I have no fire.
Okay, so this is my cousin Joey. Joe, the real Joe Buck, as he's known around
College campuses.
Around college campuses, police wards,
psych wards, playgrounds, Walmart amiibo centers, the Target candy aisle,
a local arcade.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, not allowed back there. A lot of places I'm not allowed.
All right, so what's this? Who are you talking about, Joe?
So, have you ever heard of a lovely young man named Christian Weston Chandler?
I have, but the lovely audience may not have.
Oh,
luckily.
He's a great fella. He has his own webcomic that he crayon draws in all the nice artwork, Sonichu.
And all right, so Chris Chan, how old is this guy when he started Sonichu?
Well, when he started Sonichu, he was about 24, 25. A young man. He has his
so older than both of us.
Yeah.
Right,
and, it's like a yellow Sonic the Hedgehog. It crashed into a Pikachu one day, and it became Sonichu.
His original character.
Yes, and you can't steal it. It's his. He owns the trademarks. Do not take it to Hasbro. Don't take it to Sega. They don't own it. He does.
Does he actually have copyright on Sonichu?
He's got a slip of paper that they gave him, but it won't stand up in court because it's not
Because it's
his.
total bullshit?
Yeah. So, yeah, he has the trademark, but trolls sometimes say, no, it's actually mine, and he'll argue about it in videos.
So, he just went to, the county clerk and kept showing her his crayon drawings of Sonic
and he's like,
Pikachu.
I want the trademark. And they're like, okay, give us $10 and get out.
So, Sonichu, what else can you tell me about Sonichu?
Well, Sonichu, he's got a wife named Rosachu. It's not Amy Rose. It's Rosachu. It's pink.
His original character.
Yeah. One day, a rainbow just, flew over into a Raichu, and it became Rosachu. And, see, there's these things called Chaos Emeralds. No. It's Sonichu crystals. Yeah.
And when you say crystals, I think of, there's, this guy on DeviantArt who had a whole bunch of images that were him in a hospital bed and he had healing crystals with really, really long fingers.
Oh.
Is any of that in
Salad
Sonichu?
fingers?
It's kind of like salad fingers, but it was just there's a lot of Homestuck in it.
No, there's not really much like that. They're just
I'll have to show you the crystal art after the podcast.
Well, he wants to have a daughter named Crystal too.
Oh no.
Yeah, he does.
Oh. No.
No, because Jesus told him in a dream that he's going to have a daughter and a wife and an office job, and his daughter's going to be named Crystal.
Jesus himself appeared in Chris Chan's dreams.
Yeah. He was just dreaming about Hot Pockets and Legos one day, and then he was like, BAM! Jesus.
So Chris Chan, he's just a 25-year-old. He draws this Sonic recolored Pikachu. Named Sonichu in crayon at the age of 25, and his name is Chris Chan.
Great.
So that just sounds like I can name 8 people off the top of my head who are just like that.
Sure, you can.
So what? How did this guy get discovered? What makes him so special? Besides literally being special,
he found a little website called YouTube, and YouTube found him. Oh, how they found him! One day he made a message to the future. Just him telling kids what they should and shouldn't do. They should play with My Little Ponies and Transformers, and they should not smoke or be gay.
So this was his first things that he put up on the internet then?
Yes, that was the first thing he put up. There's earlier videos that the trolls later found and got out of him, but yeah, this is the first real thing. And a year goes by. Mm-hmm. And one day he's playing some Pokemon at the Game Place.
The Game Place? What is the Game Place?
It's a little local shop that he liked to frequent. And he's playing Pokemon. He's like, ooh, and he's got a Sonichu medallion on his neck.
The medallion. He's got a medallion with the thing. Is it?
Oh yes.
Is it made out of paper? What is it made out of?
No. Crayola fucking model magic.
So he's an artist, is what you're saying. He's just misunderstood.
No. Yeah, so he's hanging out at the game place, and somebody photos him on the sly and puts it up on a little website called 4chan.org.
Mm-hmm.
And everything goes to shit.
/v/.
Yep. And that was the end of poor Chris as we knew him. Because then...
Like a phoenix from the asses.
Yes.
It's a play on words.
Yes. So, like, 2006-ish? Maybe 2008 even, I think. Maybe it was earlier, maybe it was later. But he makes this video, like, saying, okay, I'm Christian Weston Chandler, and you guys are just misunderstanding me. I want to have a daughter, and I want to make Sonichu, and you guys just have to stop, like, bothering me, alright? So Encyclopedia Dramatica decides to make a little article on him.
And Encyclopedia Dramatica, I know that. It's like a circa 2007 website that was just about stupid memes. Yeah. It was early internet bullcrap. Thank you for opening that can of energy drink as close to the microphone as possible, Joe. Just keep chugging. Keep doing it.
You're welcome, Ted.
You got that out? All right, now I'm gonna drink mine.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so you were saying?
So, he decides he's going to fight back against ED. He's gonna post a bunch of information about him. He's gonna draw himself finger fucking his best friend at the time, Megan Schroeder.
Oh no.
And he's gonna put it on ED.
That'll show him.
Yep. Well, it did show them that they found their brand new target. So, Megan, she's like, ooh, I don't want to even be next to you. Go away. And,
I imagine so.
Yep. So she's out of the picture now. He gets banned shortly after from the game place because he keeps yelling at children. So he needs a plan in action, right? He needs something to do. So he starts uploading more Sonichu, and he starts uploading more videos. And they seem innocent enough at first. Like, he's like, oh, I've got the Sonichu, and I've got the Sonichu medallion, and I'm going to sing songs about how I really need to find a girlfriend.
And an every man's man.
Yeah. He makes his own original songs. He just, like, sings over, like, non-karaoke versions of songs, so the lyrics are still in the background, but he just sings over them in, like, a monotone voice.
So he's an entrepreneur. He's starting his own section. Did he ever do Let's Play?
No. He did the Little Big Planet thing while in, but that wasn't anything worth watching.
Oh, I think I know that. I think my little brother Timmy and we discovered that randomly on Little Big Planet.
Yep.
And I went in and I'm like,
tutorials.
Yeah, autism tutorials.
Yep. Oh, and he did the hour-long Animal Crossing documentary of just him in his Animal Crossing village, Quickville, and he's just running around and digging things up. That's about it for an hour.
And when was that made?
2004-ish. I mean, that was leaks later on. That was early.
You could call that a Let's Play.
I suppose so. He mailed it to Nintendo.
How did they respond?
Might be interested. Silence. He did once get a message back in the Nintendo Power magazine because he really wanted to thank them for bringing over a dating game over here, and he said it helped him improve his situation with the ladies. And they were like, you're welcome. I mean, I think every person can play this and improve their situation with the ladies. Oh, he made his own Nintendo Power ad, like his own Nintendo Power comic, too.
Oh.
He drew it, Crayola, penciled in, like, I don't know, maybe some stuff about Sonic, maybe some Metroid. Yeah.
He just made his own.
Yeah,
and what age was he when he did this?
26, 27.
Oh man, I better start. I'm 22 and I haven't done any of that.
No.
I don't even have a fan troll.
No. Have you ever exposed your crooked penis to the internet yet?
I have not.
Well, he's done that, so you better get on it.
What? Why? Was he just trying to? What was the story there?
Okay, so see, someone emailed him, right? And they said, hello, I'm a lady, and I would like to date you. Please show me your deformed penis. And he was like, okay, here you go.
He just did a hand motion there, like he just took it off and handed it over to her.
Sure, here's some photos. Please date me now. Yeah. No, he's certainly done a lot for women on the internet. I mean, women, quote-unquote, on the internet, because you know how that ends.
People constantly pretending.
Yeah. Well, lots of... Basically, Chris Chan's life is the Truman Show on the internet, which is why it's so fascinating.
That's a really good explanation.
Yes.
Because, I'm trying to keep up that, that K-fob here.
Yeah.
K-fob of me not knowing, but
Yeah.
I do know a
you know
decent
a lot
amount
about him.
And yeah, the Truman Show, for anyone who doesn't know it, was a movie about
Jim Carrey. He stars in it, and it's about this guy who doesn't know that his life is a reality show, but everything around him is scripted.
Yeah, like there's, an entire city around him, but everyone in it is just actors.
And that's what Chris Chan's life has become, because everything in his current day life is scripted to some degree.
Oh.
For the internet's amusement.
So, the story of his life. So, he starts out, he goes to the game place. Someone, he puts those YouTube videos up. He goes to the game place. He gets discovered. Then people start goofing with him.
Yes.
What are some of the major milestones in Chris's life? You just got a twinkle in your eye there.
I'd say, okay, you got to go really early back, because a lot of people say, oh, well, this Chris guy, he can't be real. He's got to be a troll, right?
Because it sounds like it's too
outlandish.
perfect.
It can't actually happen. There's a video of like a little 10-year-old Chris, and he just won a Sonic the Hedgehog $1,000 game spree.
Ooh.
And it's just him in like a monotone, dead-eyed voice, like saying, oh, I entered the contest and I won. And people think that contest is what made Chris into who he is today, because he just always expects things, and if he doesn't get things, he throws fits, and he's like a big child in like a 30-year-old man's body.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, that's right. He's probably 30. He's probably mid-30s.
He's 34 today. 2016.
Goodness. Holy cow.
Yep.
When's his birthday? I gotta give him a gift. I gotta give him a card.
Christian Love Day is February 24th. He wanted to do a holiday named after his birthday. It's fine. That's not what like Kim Jong-un did. Yeah. So yeah.
Some fat.
Yeah. Yeah. So like basically, he's like, this can't be made up because there's just too much stuff involved. There's a whole Wikipedia. There's an entire
Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia. It's like 25,000 articles like about
That's
what
a lot.
kind of clothes he wears. Every single video. Yeah, the classic, the big like clown shirt, like striped red and blue, and it was his favorite shirt for a while. That burnt. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean his poor medallion. He always wears like his glasses, and he has to tape them up because basically he has to wear a glasses like necklace because his skin's so sensitive that he doesn't like the glasses on him. So he like wears like a weird like headband with it.
Like an old person?
Yes.
All right, so he goes on this shopping spree, and then he gets discovered.
As a kid.
What else is that? What's this timeline here?
Okay, I'll go real early. He said monkey at 2 years old because he was trying to say mommy. And then a babysitter locked him in a room for a couple hours, and he didn't speak again until he was like 6 or 8.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, so then his mother would take him out shopping, and like if he said like the name of the Transformers he wanted to buy, like his mom would buy it for him.
Oh.
Yeah. Like he was originally going to go to a special education school, but his parents moved out of like what was it, Charlottesville? No. They moved from. Where does he live now?
I don't know. Look at me.
Well, I mean, it's like this weird town in Virginia.
I had a feeling it was Virginia.
Yes, because
Virginia
is for
Florida.
virgins. That's his catchphrase.
It's his solace.
Yeah. So they move him back out to Charlottesville. That's where he was happy. He got to go to a normal high school. He was, like, these women would, like, kind of protect him from the bullies, and they'd pretend to be friends with him, and everything was going great.
Yeah, I'm sure he was having the time of his life.
Oh, yeah. Kids would throw, like, pennies at him, and then he would pick them up as, like, a taunt to them, like, saying, ha, at least I got your money. Oh, yeah, back whenever I was in high school, I had a health class. It mixed in with like everybody, and my quality of work was so poor that my teacher thought I was mentally retarded, so she was giving me better grades. And
so she was giving you better grades?
Yeah. So then one day she came up to me and she was like, okay, I saw that you got these test scores, so you get a D on this, and you have to improve. Because I thought you were mentally retarded.
You're giving me a look.
Yeah.
I mean, I could believe it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The part I don't believe is her making you retake all this stuff. That just seems rude.
I didn't have to retake it, but, like, she said, oh, you have to, like, work on these. And I was like, I don't want to. I'm just going to eat this baking soda.
There's so many things wrong there. Eating a baking soda.
Yeah, I like bacon soap. Bacon cola.
Continue.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? So, like, old Christian, he was hanging out in high school having a gay old time. And he graduates, and he doesn't get any special accommodations, so he just goes up, he doesn't shake anyone's hand, he takes his paper, and he sits down at a table and cries alone. And
because he didn't win any awards?
Yeah, no, they didn't give him any special awards for his artistic skills or his vocabulary or anything.
Well, they just don't appreciate his artistry.
Nope, they don't.
Even today, people don't. They don't understand.
No. I mean, I think sonichu, it's the Mona Lisa of our time.
Where it looks really weird if you look real close at it?
Yeah. Like, you can almost see a nipple at the bottom. Awful. So, he goes off to community college, Piedmont, Virginia College. And the reason why people know that name is because he would roam around the halls with a sign that says, like, looking for boyfriend for a girl aged, like, 18 to whatever his current age was. Can't smoke, can't be black. Yeah.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah. No alcohol, please. And then it's just him, like, looking for this, like, any chick that will date him. So he gets the who was it? Like, the principal of, like, this college tells him, like, repeatedly, like, oh, you can't, like, solicit, like, girls at the college. Like, take that sign down. And he won't stop carrying around the sign, so she kicks him out, right? So years on, forever, he made her, like, a witch in his comics. Like, and I'm not even going to say her name because I don't want to bother the chick. I mean, she's just, like, some college, like, principal.
Yeah.
But everybody knows her name now, and the first thing you Google whenever you Google her name is, oh, Christian, nude penis. Oh, look it.
I think you're just talking about your search history there.
Well, yeah, Google knows what to recommend for me now. Like, every single time I turn on my computers, I see Christian's cock. It's my desktop background.
It's your screensaver.
Yeah. It bounces
and your
around.
background.
It's bent, like, awkwardly, like, in a 45-degree angle, so every time it hits an edge, it bends more. I got some wizardry to work on that.
God, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you know about God and the Bear, right?
Who?
The God Bear.
I do not know about the God Bear.
Oh, so whenever he was, like, 8 or 10, he goes to the mall with his mother and father, and there's, like, an animatronic bear playing, like, the drums. And you can talk to the bear, and the bear will talk back to you, basically. It's like a guy behind the thing. So the bear he says, like, hi, my name's Christopher Weston Chandler. And the bear mishears it and says, oh, Christian, huh? And he took that as a sign from God that he had to change his name to Christian Weston Chandler. And he did. He legally changed his name to Christian Weston Chandler.
You mean his mom legally changed his name to Christian Weston Chandler?
Yeah, I can't remember if he did it as an adult or his mom did it, but yeah. No, it was originally Christopher. And, yep, the bear told him to change it, so, boy almighty, he changed it. You don't doubt the bear. Yeah. So, yeah, he's in college. It takes him, like, 5 years to get a CAD degree? Computers. I mean, he likes computers. Mm-hmm. He didn't use that.
He probably doesn't like them anymore. They keep yelling at him and calling him mean names.
All the computer people keep screaming at him to show him his dick, and he doesn't like that. Basically, his dad just told him, okay, you need to go to college. Just pick something out at random, and he did. So he was like, okay, computers. So he graduates. He gets let back into the community college after, like, a year. Like, okay, fine.
Is he still carrying the sign around?
I think he kind of knew to knock it off at that location. He went to the malls and like the McDonald's to carry around the sign after that.
Jeez.
Yeah. He had like a really neat ploy called the note on the string. And what it is you write a love note and then you throw it at a lady on the string and then you try to reel it into you.
Like a fucking Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
Is he the Wile E. Coyote in this situation?
He's the mad pacer. Because, yeah, some chick named Anna basically wrote this, like, account of him, like, pacing around, like, her stores, and, like, she was working at the mall, and then she went out to go talk to him, and he just smelled awful, and he was all greasy. And afterwards, she got remorseful, and she acts like a friend to him, so she's still in his life now. Anna, one of the trolls.
Oh, boy.
Yep. So what? It's like probably 2008 or so. He starts making videos on the reg. He's just talking about Sonichu. He's making his comics. He's having fun with the internet. Internet's not having fun with him though. Yeah. No. They like basically they draw pictures of Rosachu with a dick. He doesn't care for that. So he's got to do something about it.
So what does he do, Joe?
He draws pictures of Rosachu with a vagina. And Sonichu fucking her. Because that'll prove him wrong.
Okay. I mean, that's... I don't know what I expected, but...
Yeah. And, like, basically, he thinks his comic is, like, for children. It's like a Y7 to PG rated comic. That's why there's no, like, foul language in it until it goes off the rails later on, but that's for later
when
on.
It goes off the rails?
Yeah, because originally it starts innocently off enough. Like, there's Sonichu, there's Rosachu, there's Black Sonichu, like Blatchu.
Is that one like a racist stereotype?
No, it's just the evil one. Like, they accidentally mix cherry cola into Sonichu's DNA so that it becomes Blackchu. And it's like Dr. Wily has it.
Dr. Wily has it?
Yeah. I don't think he actually even gives him... Oh, no, it's Eggman. He calls him Eggman. And then it's like, what is it? Like, it's Chris's name backwards, and that's like Evil Chris.
Cirque?
Yeah, it's like Nosfer something.
It's whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Ugh. It's very, very hard to read. Like, I haven't read the entire comic. I've mostly got, like, secondhand accounts of it, like, kind of like a Bigfoot sighting. Or, like, audiobooks that people have made. Yeah. So, no, I haven't read that, Drek. Let me think. So, by second... Oh, and then he makes, like, little sub-episodes of, like, him getting kicked out of the mall, and how he doesn't like that. And, like, him saving his mom.
In the comics? Like,
yeah. He makes, like, little tiny, like, episodes for it. So, where was I? Like, it's like 2008.
2008, he got kicked out. He went back to college and graduated.
Oh, yeah. No, he's graduated by now.
Yeah.
So this is when the videos really start. And this is when the trolling really starts.
Yeah, and then we'll start messing with Rose Chu drawing her with a penis, and he didn't like that.
Yep. So he goes on YouTube, and he uses his PlayStation 3i. So it's all green. It looks awful. It looks like he's submerged in, like, a lime.
Like some kind of lime jello.
Yeah. And he's just ranting and raving about, like, how...
All right, when are we going to get to the part where he cuts a hole in his butt?
That's years later. That's 2016. We're at 2008, my friend.
We got a long ways to go.
Yeah, this is going to be one long, dirty road.
So, what happens next? I'm entranced.
Okay, so a young troll named Clyde Cash comes into the picture. And he's messing with Chris's accounts, and he's, like, taking his PlayStation 3 accounts. Because all of his account names, it's like Sonichu 3 or something like that. He doesn't know how to do passwords. So they can just always get into his accounts. So they leak his emails from, like, everybody. So that's how we found out, like, about who Megan was and what his relationship with her was. And just all of this nonsense. So let me think. 2009... That was Ivy, that was Clyde Cash, that was Jessica Hutchins. Like, the actress Jessica Hutchins, she really wanted Chris to be in a movie.
Wait, really?
Oh, well, yes, that's what he told him.
Oh, so was this someone pretending to be, or?
Oh, yes. It was
Okay,
the guy
I was about to
with
say.
Jessica Hutchins. So he got Chris to audition for her and like make a sexy videotape for her.
Who's Jessica Hutchins?
Like an actress.
Vanessa?
Yes, Vanessa Hutchins.
The High School Musical girl.
Yeah, her. She really wanted Chris to be in a movie.
There you go. I just saved you from looking stupid.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Well, I'm
man.
talking about Chris Chan, so
You're not doing a great job at that.
Yeah.
So, all right, tell me about. I'm gonna regret it. Tell me about this movie.
It was going to just be like a comedy drama about Chris's life. So he had to mail in an audition tape, and then he had to mail in a sex tape.
Yeah, that's what you had to do to get into the movies, right?
Well,
You had to do like an audition tape, and then you'd send in a sex tape.
For the Oscars, you have to have video of you like fucking a blow up doll.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody does it. Yeah. Are you taking off, Tyler?
I was going to get a sandwich.
Ooh.
He's just over there thrusting away.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me think. Okay, Julie comes into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Young Julie.
I might be parked behind you. You're a silver car.
I could probably squeeze it. It must the neighbors. It's okay. You guys keep doing your thing.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Hope I remember to edit that out.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't want to look unprofessional as you're talking about a 34-year-old man fucking a blow-up doll.
Yeah, whatever. Well, he was 28 at the time.
Oh, okay.
Everybody makes mistakes whenever they're young. But
And then continues making those mistakes for the
same
next
ones
10
over and
years.
over and over and over again. Over and over.
Now that he's
and
finally
over.
gone, I can take off my shoes.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm a
I
dirty
can take
one.
out my dick.
Please don't.
Oh.
Shut up, Chris. Chris, sit down. Joey, sit down. You gotta open the curtains. Joe, what the fuck are you doing? He's the madman. The madman.
My dick's out. Tyler, go away! My dick's out.
He literally just took his dick out as soon as you left.
Don't. My dick's out. I thought you were gone,
I
Tyler.
told him, like, Joe.
This podcast is being hosted in a third party's home. The only stipulation was behave yourself and keep your dick in your pants, and you have not followed through on that. I could shut this fucker down.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah.
You were saying?
Oh, so Julie. She's a nice young lady. Goes by the name of Blue Spike on the troll forums.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 13-year-old boy.
Much like me.
Yes. So what he'll do is he'll call Chris, and he'll say, like, "Oh, hi, Chris. I'm Julie. I really want to fuck you." And so Chris and the 13-year-old boy would have phone sex. Lots and lots of phone sex. And it was all recorded from the trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So they get him to fuck this blow-up doll and shout Julie. Like, that's, yeah. So then from now on, until he dies, people are going to be calling Chris Chan's cell phone because he gives it out freely in videos for YouTube. And they'll just shout Julie.
Julie.
Yep. Julie!
Joe, he gave you 3 rules. 1,
Oh.
don't behave yourself. 2, don't take your dick out. 3, don't break the audio levels.
Okay, you can cut that out.
No, I won't. Joe, stop it. I'll throw this microphone at you. Continue your fucking story. Joe, stop it. Joe, I will whip this pen at you.
All right, I'll be good. Be a good boy. Don't pen me. So yeah. So he makes a little video fucking a blow-up doll. Nothing that anybody has never done. He goes in like his filthy, disgusting shower full of mold, and he's like naked, and he's got the blow-up doll, and he's dancing in the shower with it.
For
Fine.
Julie.
Yeah. So then they hack Chris's PlayStation 3 accounts, and they say, "Okay, Chris, you need to get in this phone call with us because this 13-year-old has your old girlfriend hostage, Julie. You gotta save her. Gotta save her, Chris."
Got her hostage.
Yep. So Blue Spike does the Julie voice and the Blue Spike voice in the same phone call. He just does like a little falsetto, like, "Hi, I'm Julie." And then he goes back to, "Oh, I'm Blue Spike." And Chris doesn't know the difference because he's autistic. He can't do voices and he can't do faces. So they offer up an ultimatum to Chris. Okay, Chris, you're going to either need to burn your medallion to get your PlayStation 3 account back, or you're going to need to cut it up and shove the pieces up your asshole.
No.
And you know what old Chris Chan decides to do?
Burn it up?
No. Cuts it up, shoves the pieces up his ass.
Why, though? I mean, it's going to be broken either way.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least it'll still be nice. He can maybe glue it back together after he jams the pieces up his asshole and, like, takes them out.
Oh, God. So I'm assuming he records this and puts it up on fucking YouTube of his own volition?
Well, no. See, he's recording this, so the trolls get, like, a nice view of his gaping asshole and the medallion pieces going up, the broken Crayola.
Ugh.
But the trolls mess up.
But
They don't save it. Nobody's recording it whenever this is happening.
Oh, yeah, they messed up. Yeah, that was a mistake on their part, not to record this guy shoving his Crayola fucking model magic up his butt.
Yeah. So they reveal, okay, Blue Spike is Julie. You were just having phone sex with a 13-year-old boy. But we also need the video. So they've already given away the game, but they don't have the video yet. So they're trying to get Chris to send it over.
After revealing to him that...
Yeah.
And he does it, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. He has the common sense not to give them the video of him shoving Crayola up his asshole.
You know, I'm starting to get proud of Chris.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. We're like his proud parents.
He's moving on up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the Cosby Show. It's
only
really
with a little
like the
bit
Cosby
less
Show.
rape.
A little bit more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting sweaty.
They'll give you the stare.
Okay, so after this incident, what's next? Give me the highlights.
So after that, more Clyde Cash. Miyamoto decides to email him because he really wants Sonichu to be in a video game. You know, Shigeru Miyamoto, the Japanese guy who doesn't speak English very much at all. You know, a little bit here and there, but no, he's Japanese. He decides, you know, I really, really, really want Sonichu. Please give it to me. So Chris Chan's making videos as, like, business proposals to Miyamoto. He's got documents all laid out. He's showing off the comic, the IP history and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't really Miyamoto.
You don't say.
That was old lovable Clyde Cash.
Ooh, that Clyde Cash.
Yeah, so he decides, okay, I'm going to rip up a stuffed animal and I'm going to bite its head off. And that'll teach Clyde Cash a little lesson or two.
And please tell me he wasn't strong enough to rip the head off and he cut it with, like, some scissors.
Yeah, no.
Like, he was just struggling with it and then just got some scissors and cut it off.
Yeah, because there's a jump cut and then the head's kind of off. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, you know, I'm sure that after this, you know, Chris calms down. He really, you know.
Yeah, he analyzes the situation and says, okay, the internet's maybe not for me.
Yeah. And then at least decides to change his name or something, right?
Oh, no.
Oh.
He decides to give his email and phone number out to Miyamoto in the video for YouTube.
The public video?
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have his social security number yet.
So then he got all messed up. People started making fun of him again from that because they got his new email, which is probably like Sonichu 4.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, like Rosachu11, something like that, at Gmail. Something stupid like that, probably.
So then Miyamoto messages him, and it's obviously fake just to get his information and all that.
Well, no, because then he's, like, emailing real Nintendo. And then, like an actual, like, Nintendo rep says, okay, we have no idea what's going on. You have to understand that Sonichu, we've looked at this, and Sega would have to be involved, and there's no way we could ever make this into a video game, so please stop soliciting us uninvited. So, yeah, that email was real, but none of the rest were.
That's pretty great.
Yep. Let's see. Who was the next fake girlfriend? Well, then there's a young man.
Fake, interesting one, because
yeah,
I want to keep it under an hour.
Stuff.
So give me the highlights. Give me the really good moments. Jump from one to the next, to the next, to the next.
Well, then you won't know this, but the Chris Chan we've been following all along, he's not the real Chris Chan.
He's not. Is this where Christopher Weston Chandler makes his return?
This is where Liquid Chris comes in. The real Chris Chan.
Liquid Chris.
And he's got a big paper Sonichu medallion, and he's got a brown striped shirt, and he's going to really tell you about Sonichu because he's the real Christian Weston Chandler, not him. Chris Chan that we've been following, his name's Ian Brandon something.
Please tell me that's a joke, and it's something making fun of him.
Oh, no. Because he shouts it out in the video because he can't remember the name, so he's like, My name's not Ian Branding something. Yeah. And there's like a whole big long thing about that. They have like a sing-off contest to decide who is really the real Chris Chan. Yeah. They have like a guitar off and like a rap off.
So, which one is more autistic? Chris Chan or this guy pretending to be Chris and having rap-offs with him?
Liquid Chris is actually... He seems like a nice guy, and he can sing really well, and he can rap really well, actually.
So he just schools Chris in every one of these?
Yeah. And Liquid Chris is actually, like, the nice Chris, kind of. And, like, he can, like, he actually can play guitar. And Chris Chan, he's got, like, his Guitar Hero guitar, and he's pressing the buttons. And he's shouting over the music. Yep. So, they have to battle because a young woman named Casey gets involved in the mix. And Casey... Okay, so, real Chris he calls up Casey, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Liquid Chris. Can you fuck me?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, sure. I'll pretend along that you're actually Liquid Chris so I can reveal to you that you're real Chris." And, like, a whole mix match, like, Inception thing. So, he gets Casey as his girlfriend, and it's basically like a big thing of, oh, you need to exercise and diet. You have to read. You have to save money and apply for jobs. So it's just like hours and hours and hours and hours of phone calls of that. So it's not real interesting to listen to. I've listened to it all.
Is she trying to get Chris?
Yeah, she's trying to improve him, basically.
Okay. And I'm guessing he takes none of it?
No.
Takes none of the advice?
Wow. Listen, he eats McDonald's. And one time, he ate some applesauce, I think.
So kind of like you. Well, I mean, you just eat Burger King McNuggets because they're like...
Oh, I like
they're
McNuggets.
like 10 for $1.50.
Yeah. So you can get
20,
50 of them.
You can get 20 of the cocksuckers for $3.
Yeah. 50.
Jesus.
I've done 50 before. Originally, on the other podcast I'm in, 99-cent movies.
Oh.
Wink, wink, wink,
hey,
wink,
don't
wink, wink.
Don't advertise that for free. They haven't paid me.
Here, I got
I mean, I'm in the guy's house right now, and you tried taking your dick out.
Yeah.
And you, like, first thing you did when you got here was drop that really
everything
expensive microphone on the ground.
Yeah.
And the energy drink that you opened earlier.
No, it was unopened.
Whatever. It's some good radio. Thank you, Venom and the Dr. Pepper Corporation.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, Mountain Dew, I'd suck your dick for $1. Back to you, Johnny.
My name's not Johnny.
Yeah. So, like, the whole Casey thing would be pretty boring and skippable if it wasn't for Liquid Chris and if it wasn't for Casey's father.
Real father? Or troll?
Well, every single time someone gets involved with this, it's normally a troll.
Okay. I'll assume that from now on.
Yeah.
Except for Miyamoto, because that was a real Miyamoto.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he really likes Mario and Hot Pockets. Yeah. So it's like this epic 2-hour-long phone call of...
Epic.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I've listened to it over and over and over again.
It's like white noise to you now.
Yes. It's Chris and Casey's father, and occasionally Casey. Like, Chris is trying to impress Casey's father and tell him why he should date his daughter. And the first off, it starts off nice enough. Like, oh, this young man Chris. Okay, I'll talk to him a little bit. Oh, you draw. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, you got a job there, young Chris? Oh, no, I don't. I'm on disability, mister. Oh, he doesn't like that. And so, like, it's just, like, this amazing phone call completely dissecting everything that's wrong with Chris and, like, why... And he's just getting more and more upset throughout it, and he's, like, whining at the father, and he's like, oh, one time I lifted a doghouse. And that's kind of like how you lifted up your dead friend in Iraq. Yeah. Yeah, no, so that didn't go over too well with Chris. Casey broke up with him shortly after, and that was the end of that troll.
The end of an era.
And now, there's, in the Wikipedia, there's what happened, and then there's what actually happened behind the scenes. So there's Chris's version of what happened, and then there's the community version of what happened.
You know, the real world version.
Yeah. And what actually happened was Liquid Chris and the troll playing Casey, they got together afterwards. So it's uniting people.
Uniting people across the nation.
Yeah, they got married a couple years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah. And actually, it's kind of sad because, Liquid Chris doesn't fuck her because she's fat. And, he says it's because he has no sex drive, but one time she found, his Zelda fan fix, like in like the attic, and she made him burn him.
So he sounds just as autistic as Chris.
Well, I mean, he's like mocking like a retard for laughs. I mean, he's not gonna be a stand-up dude.
Yeah,
but
he's not gonna be a
doctor.
stable
He's a functioning member of society. He's nice. I mean, kind of. He's attractive, kind of. I mean, he's not bad-looking. He's not like Chris. I have never seen a photo of Chris that even looks where he looks remotely presentable. Never, not one. The closest thing
they made you presentable in the movie, at least. You know that you comb your hair because otherwise they won't let you on Patreon and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I know how to present myself. I mean, I wear like a nice T-shirt that covers up my tits. I got my hair combed. There we go. I shave my neck beard.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, baby smooth. I shave everything. Everything.
He's not lying. I'm looking at his arms right now, and they're hairless.
Everything.
See, I was gonna ask why you shave everything, and I don't want to know. Let's continue. Joe, stop giving me that look.
Yeah. So the trolls, it's a nice happy ending. They get married. She lets him buy a Snickers bar every day after work. So
lets him.
Yeah. Now she's in charge of the cash. Yeah. So after that, after that, he got a little bit more aware of the trolls. I mean, there's Alec Benson Leary.
Alec Benson Leary.
Yeah, he made a comic himself called Asperchew.
Asperchew?
Yeah. See, Chris Chan, he hates people with Asperger's because he thinks it's taking away the limelight from autism. And he says, like, people with Asperger's freak him out. They kind of look like gross monsters.
What a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Now, Chris Chan is a very pleasant guy, you'll come to find out. So, Asperchew is basically, it's Chris in the role of Sonichu in his comic. So it's like this fat, like kind of...
blobby.
Yeah, like this bad person, but he's kind of well-meaning. He's kind of... Because Chris back then, he wasn't that bad. Nowadays, it's like,
Because people have done nothing but fuck with him for over 2 decades.
Well, yeah, no, a decade. It's only been a decade. It's fine. It's
only
fine.
Like
we
a decade and a half.
Nothing wrong. It's fine. If you beat a puppy so long, it's not going to break. Yeah, so Alec Benson Leary, he calls up Chris. He's, like, talking to him about Asperchew, and Chris Chan doesn't like Asperchew because it's infringing on his Sonichu trademark.
Which is infringing on Pokemon and whatever.
Well, that's fine. That Chris infringed on it. It's fine for Chris to, but he doesn't like it whenever Alex does. So there's another guy named Jack Thaddeus.
Mm-hmm.
He's the real owner of Sonichu now. And he's profiting off of Sonichu because he's making Sonichu dolls and action figures and comics, like physical comics, and he's making money off Sonichu, so Chris doesn't like that.
How did he manage that?
Well, he didn't. He just lied to Chris.
Oh, okay. I thought
No.
Managed to get Chris's fucking bullshit, not real copyright thing.
I mean, you could just print them out on paper and sell them for $5, which is what Chris ended up doing later on in the story.
Just selling Sonichu's medallions?
Yeah. I wish I had a medallion.
Get him to sign one and buy it from him.
He doesn't make it. He accepts money for them, but he's not making them anymore.
Why? It's almost like he's
work.
not interacting with
That's
the people that ruined his life.
Well, you know.
I don't.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. I think. Yeah. So Jack Thaddeus, he buys Chris's website, which was the Quickie.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was something else. It was sonichu.com, which now forwards to the Quickie.
Oh, so he probably had like the comics up there or something.
Yeah, he used to have his own website. Poor lovable Chris. How long could that last? So he buys the ads for it, and he starts putting up like pictures of like Chris Chan sucking pickles. And,
pickles?
Like, he doesn't like pickles.
Why doesn't he like pickles?
They remind him of a dick. Chris Chan can't have that.
Jesus.
Yep. So like he puts like ads like for gay rights up there and Chris doesn't like that, and he puts up ads for Asperpedia, for the Asperchew and Asperpedia, which is the Wikipedia for Asperchew, which does not exist anymore. That was very narrow.
It was short-lived.
Yeah. Oh, there's also a thing called Moon Pals, which is like the baby Sonichu's living on the moon and smoking pot. It's great. It's lost now, but it was the greatest comic that ever existed. Yeah. Yeah, so they take his website from him. He gets it back, but he deletes it. He's done with it. He's done with Sonichu. He's done with the internet. 2011, he's gone. Well, he's not really gone. I mean, he stops making videos and he stops directly interacting people on the internet for about 2 years. But there's sightings of him, like Bigfoot. He goes to like this community dance-off in his town.
Oh, God.
And he decides, okay, I want to attract some women, so I'm going to take off my shirt and I'm going to wear a sports bra. And on that sports bra, I'm going to put "want women" in a Sharpie.
Did he ever explain why he thought that was a good idea?
But he wants women, and it's on his tits. So.
Yeah, but he's wearing a sports bra.
Well, he hates his own nipples. He doesn't think men should go around shirtless. He doesn't like male nipples. Because he's really fat, so he needs to wear a sports bra, so he thinks everyone should have to wear a sports bra. Yeah. And, like, there's, like, a video, just a random video of him, like, dancing like a big orangutan. He doesn't know how to dance. And you see people in the background just pointing at him, like, look at this. Honey, look at this.
I mean, and then he won the first place, and he went on to win the heart of, like, the local sweetheart and save the community rec center.
No, this isn't going to end like Radio. This is going to end like Gus Van Sant's Elephant.
I don't know what either of those movies are.
Radio's about this retarded boy who really, really wants to play football, and he does. And Elephant's about these two young boys who shoot up a high school. Columbine the movie. And it's like, it's 40 minutes of everybody just walking around and the camera following them.
So is Chris going to shoot up a fucking school?
Well, not quite, but we'll get there.
Not, okay. I mean, you didn't say no, so let's continue.
Well, let's just say that there's random acts of violence against innocents. So he's having fun at his house. Oh, I forgot to mention this. His mom's like a hoarder. He made a video of, like, his disgusting house completely full to the top of garbage. His entire house is covered in garbage and just trash and whatever. So he puts it on the internet, and trolls take it and mirror it and stick it back up on the internet. So he can't take it down now. But his parents think that the health inspectors are going to kick them out of their house because it's so bad.
Because it's all super disgusting and full of crap.
Yeah, it's full of bugs. I mean, it's just mold. God knows. He's got like 4 cats, and his mom just let them all shit in the house.
Ugh.
So one time he sent in an email that one time he slipped in the cat shit. Yeah. Yeah. So he's making a video. He's ranting and raving like, "You trolls need to take down these videos." Blah 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 blah. And then his dad comes in and starts yelling at him like, "You need to take down those internet videos, boy. Oh, they're gonna kick us out of our house." And he's like, "I'm working on it, Dad." I'm gonna tell him to take him down. And yeah, so it's just like his dad, his elderly, like 80-year-old dad, walking in and yelling at him because his parents had Chris.
Wait a second.
They were in there.
How old is the dad?
He was like 80.
So at this time, Chris was like 28 or something.
Yeah, maybe.
So that means he had him when he was like around 50 or something.
Yes, that's why Chris is like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they were both very, very old whenever they had Chris. His mom was like 40, his dad was like 50 to 60.
Jeez.
Yep.
That boy ain't right.
No, he's not. One time with Blue Spike, he's masturbating with Chris on the phone, and they're recording the audio. So the trolls call his dad up, and he's like, "Okay, Christian's dad, you need to run upstairs right now and burst into Chris's room. He's on the internet, and he's saying he's going to kill himself." So his dad, like, opens up his door, and he's like, "Chris, what are you doing?" And Chris is like, "Nothing, go away." And his dad's like, "Oh, I'm going to cut down your internet, boy."
Imagine how fucked up it would have been if he didn't rush up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that would have put a dark spin on this fucking thing.
Yeah. It'll get dark a bit later. So it's, let's see. The trolls are still in constant contact with Chris, but they get videos, but they can't leak them, because then, okay, Chris will eventually know that the jig is up. Like, someone I'm in contact with are leaking these videos, someone I know is a troll. At this point, everyone except his mother, his father, and this church lady named Rocky is a troll in his life. Everybody he knows. Every single person.
Like the Truman Show.
Yes. and he doesn't really believe anyone whenever they come up to him and says, "Oh, Chris, like these people are controlling you. You need to stop contacting them. They're trolls." And he's like, "No, you're the troll. I'm not gonna believe you." So it's like 2013. We've had like little hints of Chris here and there. Nothing major. Some video game levels, some nonsense, but that's all well and good. He's coming back with a vengeance now because he's gonna take down the trolls.
Ooh boy.
So the trolls have fed him false information about the trolls' identities, and Chris is gonna blackmail them for money and apologies for ruining his life.
So he's getting into his darker side.
Yeah.
Chris is done turning the other cheek.
Yeah,
he's on the offensive now.
No, he's gonna turn his ass cheeks up to the camera and point the camera at him and slap him a couple times. That's the only cheek he's turning. So basically, the trolls feed him informations of well-known internet people. So there's this guy named Fat Man, and he really likes to eat food. He's like 600 pounds, and he likes the hot tub.
I think I know this guy.
Yeah. So Chris is like, "Okay, Mr. Fat Man. Oh, I know your real name's like Mike, and if you don't give me $800, I'm gonna expose your face and your real name to the world." And then they give him the name of like this weird communist guy that everybody likes on the internet. Like the same people who follow Chris follow this guy, and they give him his name. And yeah, it peters out. Like Chris is like making videos of like just him like rapping, and like there's one where he eats like a microwave pizza whole, basically, and he just uses his hands and he looks gross. Yeah. Well, originally I think they wanted him to eat like a whole stick of like butter. But he messed it up. He just ate like pizza. Yeah. He messes things up a lot. It's fine. So it's going to be a grand saga, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be.
It's got to be.
His dad dies.
Oh.
Yep. They take him to the hospital. He's covered in bug bites. So he has to be quarantined, and then he dies.
Oh. Like he had a heart attack? And
Yeah.
then...
Like I think, it was a heart attack. Yep, so his dad's gone, so the videos stop. Like, the trolls pretty much put, like, a halt in that saga. It's pretty much done.
Yeah, because I remember when this happened, because then they took down the Wikipedia for a day
Yeah,
or so.
A couple days for respect for Bob. Bob Chandler. And then it's like, it's his picture, and then it's like, I'm gonna cut down your internet, the internet lumberjack. Yep. Yeah, no, and then they call his mom Snorlax. Because there's a picture of her. She's like probably 400 to 500 pounds. There's like a big cat snuggled up to her. Yeah, and she's like sitting like upright like a Snorlax, like next to like all of her garbage, like wall of garbage, and there's like a cat just snuggled up and making a face at her. Yeah. No, yeah, Chris does not take good pictures. There's one at like his 20th birthday party, and the front of his pants are stained with cum.
Oh,
you can clearly
Jesus.
see it. And he's taking a pic with like his arm wrapped around his dad, and the dad's like trying not to look at the cum pants.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, and he was very happy because I think he got like a brand new like Transformers action figure for his 20th birthday and a My Little Pony.
Oh.
Chris Chan is the original Brony.
How deep into the brony culture is Chris?
He's not extremely deep. He likes the new show. He was just like spurging out like about the new movie of like them as teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, does that DJ Pony talk? Please just tell me, but don't spoil the movie." And yeah, but like originally, I think he sent Megan like a My Little Pony he made with his own hair.
Oh God.
Yeah. He made a couple of them, I think, out of his own
And by
hair.
made, I'm sure he just like yanked the freaking horsehair out of the back and put his own in.
Yeah.
Probably just hot glued it on there.
Oh yeah. And he painted it like a nice like sickly orange color or something like that. And yeah, it's a beautiful pony now. Got Chris hair.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, one time the trolls.
Someone can clone Chris from that.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like one time they did get a whole bunch of Chris hair. Because they got him to get a haircut, and then they got him to send the chick his hair. And then the chick sent off like little packets of Chris hair to all the notable trolls.
See, like, why would you want this dude's hair?
It's just a nice memento. It's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah. They've gotten Chris to send out his original medallions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just destroyed it on video. Like, they put it in, like, pickle brine, and they burn it.
I'm sure that broke his little heart.
No. Because, see, he doesn't react to things. He'll bounce back eventually.
He doesn't react good or bad.
In any way. He doesn't know how to he doesn't have human emotions.
He's like a robot.
He's a blank slate.
I don't think he's a blank slate.
No,
there's some. It's like a slate that's like covered in oil.
Yeah, and like feces, but you can write
like various fluids.
Yeah, so you're never gonna clean it, but yeah. Yeah. No, people say that Chris is just constantly covered in grease. He doesn't like to shower. I mean, a lot of people don't. If you go 5 days without taking a shower, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no, Joe, it's fine.
Yeah, and he really loves Axe body spray. And one time he made a video saying okay, Axe, I heard that the homosexuals are using Axe body spray, so you need to put a warning label on your product saying, not intended to be used by homosexuals or the gay community. We do not appreciate your patronage. Because Chris, he likes Axe, but he doesn't like the gays.
He really does not like the gays.
Mm-mm. But that's going to take an interesting turning a little bit.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, so, probably 2013 or so, a gal pal suggests to him, okay, you need to get in touch with your feminine side, Chris. So do you know what he does?
What does he do, Joe?
He becomes Chris Tranny.
What does he call himself now?
Christine.
I'm pretty sure Christian is a male and female name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or at least Chris is.
Yeah, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the trolls' nicknames for him, like Chrissy or Fat Tits, or shits his pants and does nothing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. He does have a problem shitting his pants.
Okay.
Whatever, mean, everybody does.
It's not really surprised. I'm past the point of being surprised. At least I think so.
And
then you're gonna say some crazy bullshit, I'm sure.
Yeah. One time, Clyde Cash said that he was coming to Chris's house to get him. So Chris put some sunglasses on a teddy bear and put it in his bed. And then he got a bunch of blankets and hid himself under his couch. And he was so upset that he shit his pants. And he just waited there for 4 hours.
He's like a child.
Yeah, he's a big child in a 30-year-old man's body. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I might have skipped over the game place incident. I think that was a bit before the dressing like a woman. So there's a video game, card game establishment called The Game Place. A man named Michael Snyder kicks Chris out. He's tired of dealing with his bullshit. He's yelling at children. He's messing up aisles. He's hogging the video game system. He's done with it. Kicks Chris out. 2006. Every single year after that, Chris will come in and say, "Come on, Michael, can you unban me, please?" And he's like, "No, get out, Chris." And this goes on and on and on and on. He's sending him letters. He's bothering him. One time he goes in the store with, he's got his phone in his pocket, recording the audio. And he's like, "Oh, come on, Michael, let me back in." And he's like, "No." And then he shouts out Jew as he's leaving and just runs out the door. Yeah, so Michael Snyder, he sees, okay, the game place is under new ownership. Oh, that means I can go back in. So he's got his mother in the car. He just sees, okay, I'm going to go into the game place now. And he sees, under new ownership of Michael, that's that Snyder fella. So he goes in. Michael's like, "Get out, Chris." And Chris whips out his 3DS and takes pictures of Michael Snyder and, his kid that's in the store with him. So Chris, he chases him outside. He's like, "Okay, no, this ends here. I'm calling the police." So he's standing in front of Chris's car. So there's two different accounts of what happens next, depending on who you hear it. Michael's account or Chris's account.
All right, it's like new Pokemon games. There's two different ones.
Two options. Michael's is that Chris basically gunned it and ran over him. He backed up into another car. His mom, they hopped out and switched places. His mom started driving, and then his mom hit him as well as they were leaving.
Okay, so what's the fantasy world? What's Chris's version of this?
Chris says that Michael Snyder was blocking his way, and then he starts throwing himself onto the car roof and scraping up his shins on the side of the car. And Chris, in a panic, he tries to get out, but he doesn't know what to do. So then his mom takes over, and Michael Snyder was not hit by the car at all. He made those injuries himself, but he did accidentally back into a car.
So the fantasy world is
that Michael Snyder basically rubbed his shins up against his car.
Okay, please tell me this ended up in court.
Oh, yes, it did. Chris is arrested. He resisted arrest. The cops broke his glasses.
I imagine he's just flailing his little meaty arms.
Yeah. He was very, very upset. He refused to eat prison food because he said, I have not eaten prison food yet, and I am not going to.
It's probably he's probably just being held at the county sheriff
the county
thing.
jail.
He's not in jail.
No. He's in a little cell, and they give him water and stuff, and I'm sure they never stripped him or did anything like that. And so Rocky, that chick I talked about earlier, the church chick, she bails him out, gets him a lawyer, Rob Bell. So Bob's died at this point. Mm-hmm. They blow his entire inheritance that he left for them on this lawyer trying to fight it in court. And no, I mean he hit somebody and ran and resisted the arrest. But they were like, okay, he's a big child and his mom's 80. We're not gonna throw them in jail. You get a fine and you get probation, and you have to go to a counselor. And Michael Snyder decided not to push the charges really against them.
I mean, he'd be like, yeah, what is he gonna get out of this? I'm gonna get an 80-year-old lady and her autistic son put in prison.
Yeah. So yeah, that happens. So basically, they're pretty much broke now. They get Chris's disability check, and I think Barb gets something each month. They Social Security or whatever. So that's what they're living on now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, everything's still going all right.
After a successful hit and run.
Yeah, Chris is dressing in women's clothing. He's taking pictures of himself in women's underwear. He's going out in town with his hair dyed. Well, that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Everything is going all nice and well, and Chris decides, okay, I want to make myself a nice coffee in the bathroom. So he takes his Keurig up there, he plugs it in, he leaves it for a while. He comes back and the house is on fire.
Big surprise.
Yep. So 14 Branchland Court burns down, but it's still standing up. Let's see, a cat burned to death. A lot of Chris's Legos and video games and shirts, all his classic shirts, they're all gone. Sonichu medallion, gone to the ashes. This is new Chris, and he's gonna rise out from that fire like a majestic winged bird.
Once again, like a phoenix from the ashes.
Yeah. But this is the Order of the Phoenix, Part 5. But it's the fanfic version where Hermione's fucking Ginny.
All right, so my preferred version.
Yeah, nice scissoring thing.
I don't remember who Ginny is. I haven't seen Harry Potter.
It's little sister, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Harry Potter in forever.
I read
the first 3.
Yeah, and it's really hot. It's
okay, Joe, stop it. Stop it.
Hey, put that pen down. Hey. Okay.
I'm gonna threaten him.
Yeah.
What, Joe?
He's threatening me with a pen.
Good.
Oh.
I hope he stabs your ass and tosses you outside my house.
Oh.
I'm trying to enjoy my delicious sandwich.
Yeah, and then you're hearing nonsense in the background. Yeah.
Nothing but a monkey boy.
I'm sorry, Tyler. So his house is burning down. Barb later accuses the firemen of stealing a painting out of their house.
What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. And their hoard's gone. It's destroyed. No more. They go to live in some family friend's apartment. Probably one of the last people Barb knew. They ended up destroying it. Full of garbage.
Yeah.
Rocky's pretty much out of the picture at this point. She's sick of dealing with it. So it's just Chris and his mother and the trolls. And, oh boy, this monkey cage is about to get a lot more fun.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Chris starts making videos again. And he's he likes asking for donations now. He likes complaining that people are starting fires outside. And they're just trying to burn some leaves and stuff with a forklift. They've got a forklift in the back, and he's like, I called the police already, but they're not over here, mother. There's weird old lady records playing in the background. It's something out of Silence of the Lambs.
Goodbye, horses.
Yeah. Oh, did you know? He actually did the Silence of the Lambs bit. The trolls got him to do it. Yeah. He went outside in drag, and then he was pretending to dig up his dead dog. And he was humming the Goodbye Horses song. And then he gave 789 Chan a shout-out, which is unfortunately dead.
789, what a shame.
That's where all the trolls were. Yeah, I think nowadays they hang out in PvP, or the college name. It's like a secret troll hangout.
Oh man, I'm sure all the cool kids go there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So the house burns down, and what's next?
Well, what's next is Chris is finally free. Straight to be the
Because he
lady
doesn't have a
always
computer
wanted to be.
anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dad, so
He doesn't have a computer. He doesn't
No.
probably have a phone.
yeah,
I'm
he
sure he
records a
went
lot
to
of
the
phone videos.
Yeah,
now.
I'm sure he went to the public library dressed up like a crazy man and went there to record his videos with his PlayStation camera. Or,
Ah, well, don't
Like a-
worry. He bought a new PS4.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
with my tax dollars.
Oh yeah. There's like a little counter on the Wikipedia that says exactly how much Chris has spent like on his PlayStation Network account. It's like 8,000 now, and it says like Chris has spent $8,600 of your tax dollars on PlayStation.
How has he spent that much?
He likes DLCs. He likes downloadable games. If he sees it on there, he'll buy it. Yeah. Yeah, if he's playing the game he likes, he has to buy every single DLC.
And he likes Little Big Planet, which
Oh,
has
yes, he does.
a lot
Yeah.
of downloadable content.
Yeah. All the little skins, all the level packs and stuff. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. So, yeah. So he sends out some more pics of him in drag to different women who request them. I mean, nothing wrong with that. If a woman wants to see you, like, if a young lady named Jackie, who's already come out as a troll to you, so Jackie's already broken up
Already
with you.
told him that,
years
yes,
ago.
I'm making fun of you.
Yeah, years ago. If she comes back and says, "Oh, Chris, I really want to date you again now," you'd make some videos of you smushing your naked ass into a cake, or of you in the Walmart dressing room, like bouncing your ass up and down on camera, or whatever. It's fine. The young lady wants it. Or of you going to the McDonald's parking lot and getting your sex doll out in public and kissing it and making out with it. And pretending it's like Jackie and that's what he would do to her. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So it's like 2014 or so, maybe 2015, and Chris is on a roll.
Joey, you are slowly getting more and more off that couch.
Yeah, I'm about to fall off. It's fine.
Like you started sitting way back, and now you're just on a knee. You're taking a knee.
I get excited. So Chris decides, the young businessman he is, he's going to start selling Sonichu amiibos. He's going to start selling Sonichu medallions. He's going to start selling comic book pages and videos, fan videos, so you can pay Chris to do whatever you want.
So, wait, is this like Patreon?
He had an Indiegogo that got shut down. He had an eBay that got shut down.
Why does eBay get shut down?
You're not allowed to sell stuff like that, I guess, on it. I believe his eBay shut down.
When's Chris going to start an Etsy?
He has an Etsy that is in the process of being shut down. Yeah, so for $50, you can give him a script and he will do a video for you. But those are pretty boring. Like, all of the classic Chris content was off the top of his head, just him rambling about, oh, I hate Clyde Cash. I've got a penknife and I'll use it if he ever comes to my door. I'll show him my fangs. And he'll, like, bare his teeth.
He's a visual artist, really.
Yeah, he is.
He's a performer.
Well, you could say that.
You could say a lot of things.
You could say Gigi Allen was a performer, but he liked to bash his head into the microphone and shit all over the stage and throw it at people. Whatever, it's fine. He would take laxatives right before the show and he would come out naked, and then he'd shit all over the floor and just start spreading it all over his body and going into the crowd and like touching them with the shit.
And this was on Broadway?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the Muppets take Broadway. Gigi Allen.
The Muppets take a shit on Broadway.
Yep, they certainly did. Yeah. You'd be amazed how much felt a Muppet can shit out. It's like half a pound of felt. Amazing. So, Chris Chan, he's like 33, 34 at this point. It's 2016. He's not anymore. He took a bunch of people's money and then he decided, I'm not going to do anything. So now he just basically makes videos begging for donations for his mother to get teeth. She really needs teeth. She lost hers.
Maybe if he didn't spend my tax dollars on PlayStation money?
Well, he likes Legos as well, and Legos don't buy themselves.
I can't imagine he actually plays with Legos.
He does. He made like his own. He decided to make his high school out in Lego form, so he could go back and relive the days of whenever he was in high school.
And shoot it up.
Well, I forgot one of the best parts. So, a video game comes out called Sonic Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Chris likes Sonic, and Sonic, he's got 10 arms. In this video game, Sonic Boom, Sonic's got blue arms.
That's not right.
And Chris can't have that.
Sonic's arms are not blue.
No, they aren't. So Chris has to do something about this. Makes a Facebook group. Sega, you need to change back Sonic's arms immediately. Drifter just farted. So he starts hiding the Sonic Boom merchandise. He's hiding copies of the video games. He prints out like an alternate cover art with Sonic's 10 arms and like glues it to the front of the labels of the video games.
At the game place?
No, not the game place. At Walmart's and GameStops. He's very banned from the game place at this point.
He committed a felony.
Well, yes. So he has enough common sense to not go back there. And actually, it shut down a little while ago.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the game place is no more.
What a shame.
Yep, I really wanted to go in there and buy some magic cards and pat Michael on the back and say, you know what, sir, you did a community service there. Putting up with him all those years. Give me a pack of Eldrazi's, please, on the house. So, he decides, okay, well, I'm gonna do this in GameStop, and he gets caught in different ones. He's banned. He's not allowed in GameStop. But he decides, okay, I really, really want to go see the new Skylanders toys. And I'm not allowed in GameStop or Walmart, so how am I going to get them? I'll just go in, and I promise I won't deface any merchandise. I won't steal anything. I won't rip up any signs. I just want to look at the Skylanders. So he goes in, and they immediately say, okay, you're banned, get out. And he's just like shuffling along, trying to avoid them and avoiding eye contact. And they're like, okay, you need to leave. We're going to call the police. And he feels very threatened about that. So he takes out his mace from his purse, sprays it in the GameStop employee. Like right at,
He maces them?
Yes. Luckily, he mostly got his shirt, but he was aiming for the eyes. And he's wearing a pair of, like, goggles to disguise himself while he's doing this. And somebody video phoned it, like, on their phone, just took a nice video of him. And he yells out, "Don't call anybody!" And then maces the GameStop employee and runs out. So that led up to a second arrest.
Second.
Yeah. And it's like the mugshot is amazing. Because it's Chris with his weird Benjamin Franklin tranny hair. It's all roughed up. Looks awful. He's going bald, so basically he just like lets it grow out in the back and flips it up over his head.
Oh, no.
And it's green. He really messed up his hair dye, so he's got green hair now. He looks like an algae woman. And it's like him, he's like scowling, he's like, and they call it Punished Chris.
Punished Chris.
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid. Chris's life really is like Metal Gear.
Metal queer.
Yep. Oh yeah, and you know he's a tranny. He wants to be a woman. He wants to have a vagina, but he still hates gay men. He does not care for them. Because back in the day, he hated men. He always hated men because they take all the pretty ladies from him and leaving him none to choose from. And you would think with that logic, well, he'd really like gay men because they're just out fucking each other behind the bush, leaving him all the pretty ladies. But nope, he didn't care for them. And yep, nope, still doesn't like him.
All right, so this brings where are we now in the year of our Lord and Savior 2016?
Well, nowadays he pretty much likes to hang out at his house. He likes to rub estrogen on his titties to make them grow nice and big. He likes to listen to binaural beats to make him become a woman. And he likes to take a penknife and gouge a hole into his taint.
The same penknife you threatened what's-his-face with?
Probably.
All right, Joe, where's this story leading? Come on, let's finish this. It's been like 2 hours.
Okay, so Christian Weston Chandler, he's an internet legend. You can go to this YouTube channel, like the Quickville Library, and there's 800 videos of him just yelling and talking about Sonichu, and talking about how he likes to eat his own cum, and talking about like how he'd go down on a woman. in like talking about how he really, really loves Ivy and doing a baby voice and saying that him and his mommy are going to come visit her.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's a fascinating individual.
Because I've seen those videos. You showed me them.
Yeah.
He's doing like a serial killer voice.
Yes, it's like basically
like Albert Fish.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
Albert Chris.
I'd say maybe like I'd imagine that's what John Wayne Gacy sounded like when he was in his clown makeup and he was alone with a young boy. And he had the handcuffs around him.
Mm-hmm.
He did the old handcuff trick and he got what he wanted.
I think that's a good note to end it. How do I stop recording? Joey won't stop talking.
Hey, Ivy. I'm doing this video for you. Oh, we are going to have so much fun together when you and I are together. You know, my mommy and I, my family and I will come and meet you at the airport. And you know, your choice, so take you to your hotel or bring you back to my house. I mean, you know, we'd be hanging around so much and sharing so many fondful memories. And, you know, I know a few good places in Charlottesville. You know, I'll take you there. We'll get some good things to eat. And we'll hang out. We'll have so much fun. Well, let's have a good time together. You know, I know a place that serves some great smoothies. Yeah, it's a cafe in Charlottesville. Good place. Serves good smoothies. And, you know, we can enjoy a movie in the theater or at home or watch a television rerun. Family Guy. Family Guy. Or I Love Lucy. Or I got the entire series of Gilligan's Island. And we can make some music together on Guitar Hero. You can sing. I got a microphone. I'm thinking about getting drums. Yeah. And you know, I look forward to the eventuality of you and me having our sex time together. I'll do my best to pleasure you and keep you satisfied. Miss Biz Ivy, just for you. Just for you. I know a number of good positions and massages. And, you know, I know a number of places we could walk around at. You know, we can walk about the malls. We could walk about the UVA grounds. Good places where there's plenty of green and sunlight. And we can walk the hermit crabs together. Talking about some like how you might walk your hermit crabs. And, you know, wonderful memories. So wonderful memories. We're gonna have lots of fun. I'll do my best to keep you entertained, show you a good time when we're having a good time. And I promise I'll remain your good boy forever and for always. And my friends I've been talking to between on the internet and real life, my real friends, they can vouch for me on how good of a boy I have been. Being the good boy just for you, Ivy. I love you so much. I love you so much. Look at me smile. It's a nice smile. 'Cause I love you, Ivy. I love you so much. I ran out of details. I don't know, I guess I'll sing you a song.